Good morning, world. It's your girl Dominique Spinelli, and I am up and ready to get to work today. Are y'all ready to watch me? Watch me put in my 10,000 hours? How many hours do you think we're in so far? When I did my math, right? Hypothetically, if I work Monday through Friday for 8 hours every day within a year, I would hit 10,000 hours. Dominique, why do you need 10,000 hours? Well, listen, it's not for the money. Actually, 10,000 hours is how long it takes to achieve expertise in any complex skill with deliberate practice. So, what does that mean? Well, currently you are watching me do deliberate practice. And I just happen to be on the clock for it, which is the best way to learn any skill. But that's literally what I'm doing now. I'm learning several skills. From the presentations on the mic to actually writing the stories. So I'm actually learning 2 things over the course of 10,000 hours. And I'm 6 months in to 10,000 hours. So that's pretty dope. And then you have to remember too, not only did I learn these skills, right? Especially journalism. I've never been a journalist. I can write. I've never been a journalist for real. But I also had to learn the new town. I had to learn living in the middle of where I'm at, where I've never been before. I had to learn everybody's name in the township. Like, it's that serious. It's actually part of my job to know people's names and positions. And not just first name. You should know first name, last name, and position. Do you know how hard that is? So I'm getting 10,000 hours in a lot of areas. So maybe if it's 3 projects and each project takes a year to be a master, then within the next 3 years, I'll be a master in 3 different areas. I don't know. It's just the way my brain is working right now. But I know I said a lot, but I'm a little zooted. I'm a little coffee zooted. I'm a little coffee zooted. I'm a little coffee zooted. I didn't even take my vitamins yet. So, yes, I did. So I'm also vitamin zooted. I'm also vitamin zooted. Good morning, everybody. So all that to say, yeah, y'all are here. Watch me get my 10,000 hours. And I honestly love looking at life like that. Number one, because it gives you an end date. Because, you know, when you walking in faith, ain't no end date. You just keep showing up. You just keep showing up and doing the thing. Thank you, Daryl. I agree. Also, another fun fact, they say that, right, in order to, like, make something a habit, to do something continually and make it a habit, right, you're going to need about 400 times of doing the thing. Now, this is a video that I saw that said this. From my knowledge, I thought it was, what does it take? 2 months? Excuse me, to start a new habit? I don't know, but, what was I saying? According to the video I watched, it said 400 times. You have to do something 400 times to, like, just make it part of your routine all the time. But it said that if you make it fun, you only have to do it, was it 20 times? You only have to do it 20 times. I said, how can I make working out fun? That's like when I was in New Jersey and I used to do like Zumba and stuff, right? Then it was fun because I was just dancing with older people. Like, that's pretty much how I looked at it, and I just show up and I burn all the calories. And Zumba is great because I think it's 100 calories every like 10 minutes. According to my watch calculations, it was like 100 calories every 10 minutes, which was dope because in a 40-minute class, boom, right? I also felt the same way when I did water aerobics, which I thought was really fun too. And I think that was about the same amount of calories burned. Golly. Well, I love your discipline and dedication, Daryl, because I'm working on it. Okay? I just keep telling myself, Dominique, the same way you do one thing is the same way you do everything. So how are you doing the things? And that helps. I know that's right. That's admirable. He said, my workday is complete before 90% of the world rolls out of the bed. That is the honest truth. I love that. Like, that's how successful people live. Do you make your bed too in the morning? Do you make your bed too every morning? They say that's the sign of a successful person. Someone makes their bed every day. My mother wouldn't let us leave the house if the bed wasn't made for real, so shout out to her for that. All right. I think I'm ready to get this news laid down because I want to save the time. I actually got on kind of early today because I've got a plethora of things I need to do, that I want to do, I get to do. A plethora of things that I get to do. Amen. 4 out of 7 times, okay, that's more than half. I'll take it. All right, let's read this news. The Martin Finance Committee discussed multiple TLM projects at their monthly meeting this week. The first project has been in the works since October of 2019 and would have put sidewalks from Elm Street to University and Lee Streets. Interim Mayor David Belote said the city has paid almost a total of $87,000 on this project.
Future. Which that is a tremendous plus, that money already spent.
And yes, Daryl, I do interviews too. Regularly, actually. On the phone and in person. You know there's a Somerville out here in Tennessee? I was raised in Somerville, New Jersey for like a nice little portion of my life. And then there's a Somerville out here. So there's some prevalence to that name, Mr. Somerville. Do you know the prevalence? I'd like to know as a Somervillian. I'm half Somervillian, okay? Because we all know we are BR around here. All right. Let me stop talking smack and record. Hold on. The second project has cost the city of Martin over $98,000, with about $25,000 remaining.
Takes it down from Lee Street to Peach Street, so that gets us down there. That's what it would take to do that. If it won't do it, I'll be penalized. The engineering work is done. The architectural work is done. We pay for that. Somewhere down the line, it could be issued to be done.
But it would be a new grant. It wouldn't be a whole from this grant. It would be getting rid of this grant and then pick it up and get the work started.
Do I hear a motion to recommend the motion Mayor and Board of Aldermen we halt TDOT TA Phase 7 and 8?
So moved.
Yes. Second. Is there a second? We have a second. Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. So passed.
The committee voted to halt both projects. Okay, so that's my only records of the day. So now I think we're good. UT Martin has announced Dr. Lori Couch has been named as the new provost and senior vice chancellor for academic affairs. She will be responsible for instructional design and delivery. Let me fix it. I didn't like that I halted. Let me see. There we go. Academic affairs. She will be responsible for instructional design and delivery, student academic support, policy oversight, experiential learning, program review, and budget management. Dr. Couch is currently serving. Let me see. Dr. Couch is currently provost and senior vice president of. What's going on, player? All right, let's pick it up. Dr. Couch is currently provost and senior vice president of academic affairs at Salisbury University in Maryland. In her new duties at UT Martin, she will be overseeing faculty and student success, curriculum enrollment, management, strategic planning, and research. Dr. Couch was also previously Associate Provost for Undergraduate Education and Student Success at Morehead State University in Kentucky, where she also was a psychology faculty member for 26 years. The university's 2025 fall enrollment was 8,101 students, including 1,329 first-year students, the highest at UT Martin in 15 years. A new residence hall is planning for completion in fall 2028, and a new state-of-the-art business administration building is expected to be completed in 2030. I didn't write this one, y'all. Right there. There it is. Let's just delete that out. Yeah, because that was just a smorgasbord. All right, let's do it. Come on. Former Union City, United States Congressman John Tanner took time to talk with Union City 8th grade students this week. Congressman Tanner served 11 terms and 22 years in the House of Representatives in Washington. The 81-year-old Tanner co-founded the Blue Dog Democrats, which represented fiscal conservatism and responsibility. Congressman Tanner was joined by his wife, Betty Ann, as she served... Hold on. You looking for me? All right. Nope, you're not looking for me. Okay, cool. Take that breath out. Betty Ann. That's where I left off. Let me see. Okay. Betty Ann. As he shared details of his long and successful career in politics with Josh Cohen's social studies class. During this time with the students, okay, perfect. During his time with the students, Congressman Tanner talked about serving under Presidents George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, along with being near the Pentagon in Washington when a plane struck during attacks on September 11th of 2001. Just traumatize the kids, why don't you? It's like, nah, I'd actually like to ask some questions about that. Because that's too close for comfort, golly. A teenager has been arrested for murder after his former girlfriend was reportedly shot while jumping out of his vehicle in Dixon Tuesday night. WKRN reports Dixon Police Department said the 17-year-old victim, whose identity is not being released due to her age, was found near the intersection of Highway 70. She was brought to TriStar Skyline Medical Center, where she died from gunshot wounds. Police said 18-year-old Hunter Jackson of Dixon was in a relationship with the victim that recently ended. She had gotten into the car and was shot as she jumped out of his vehicle while coming to a traffic light. Authorities arrested Jackson at a home in White Bluff and booked him into the Dixon County Jail. He's being held on a $3 million bond for first-degree murder. Union City Council members approved purchases at this week's meeting. For the fire department, council members awarded a bid to purchase 2 gear washers and 2 gear dryers. Laundry South of Garland, Texas submitted the low bid of $32,366. Bids were also received from companies in Arkansas and Kentucky. Funding for the washers and dryers was provided by a 100% grant. Council members also voted to purchase 2 dump trucks from Sourcewell at a price of $122,864 each. 1 truck was designated for the stormwater department, with the other being used at Public Works. Council members Randy Barnes and Jim Douglas were absent from the meeting. Is that Tisha Campbell? There you go. I think that's Tisha Campbell. Oh, let me see. "32 graduates of THP class 1225 have graduated this week. The new Highway Patrol officers were instructed with 17 weeks at when you mess up twice, you got to start the whole thing over. God, tell me, 10,000 hours. 32 graduates of THP class 1225 have graduated this week. The new Highway Patrol officers were instructed with 17 weeks at the Tennessee Highway Patrol Trooper Academy. Governor Bill Lee served as the keynote speaker, and Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security Commissioner Governor Bill Lee served as the keynote speaker, and Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security Commissioner Jeff Long swore in the new troopers as they delivered their oaths of office at the Donaldson Academy in Nashville. Let me see. And we'll just delete all of that. Nice. Okay. Let me see. Good morning, Miss Tab. Hey, Miss Tab. Let me see. The United Way of West Tennessee Board of Directors announced that their president and chief executive officer, Matt Marshall, will be leaving the organization. Under Mr. Marshall's leadership, West Tennessee's United Way has expanded its regional impact through launching community initiatives, including the Greater Jackson Financial Empowerment Center, the West Tennessee Nonprofit Network, and the Ford Community Center. The board has appointed Executive Vice President Lauren Chino to serve as interim president and CEO. There it is. Discovery Park of America has announced free admission for children to start the new year. Discovery Park CEO Scott Williams said the generous support of Magnolia Place Assisted Living will allow children aged 17 and under to visit the park in January at no cost. Williams said 2026 promises to be an incredible year, with the Discovery Park calendar providing meaningful experiences and opportunities for guests. The park CEO said everyone was also looking forward to joining communities across the nation to celebrate the 250th anniversary of American independence. During 2026, plans call for the Union City Museum to again host many events, such as the Military Expo, Antique Tractor Show, Rhythm on the Rails, Cruisin' Nationals Car Show, and the annual Robert E. and Jenny D. Kirkland Discovery Awards. Last one of the day. Well, last one in a moment, because you never know, news might flood in later. The Graves County Sheriff's Office has announced an arrest following an investigation into elder abuse. Sheriff John Hayden said 36-year-old Heather Cole of Wingo was taken into custody Monday afternoon. Detectives learned Cole had conducted 36 transactions of transferring monies from a 78-year-old woman's account. The money was then placed into an account under another person's name without that person's consent. The transfer of money left the 78-year-old victim unable to purchase necessities or pay her bills. Sheriff's report said the stolen money was ultimately transferred into Cole's Cash App. Cole previously had convictions for theft, bail jumping, and 7 contempt of court convictions. Sheriff Hayden said the investigation is ongoing. All right, it seems I've not, cut my time. Right there. And that space was right here. All right. That's everything for right now. Then I'm just gonna cut it up and do what I gotta do. But with that said, I think we're through. All right, y'all. I'm going to continue doing my job. I just thought about it. That would be 10,000 hours of me going live with y'all too. So that'll be a whole year. Golly. I don't do this for 8 hours a day though. All right, let me stop thinking about it. I'm making it complicated. All right, y'all have a great day. Do something for nostalgia today. Like listen to a song you used to listen to as a kid or something. And just see how it makes you feel. I listened to Cinderella by the Cheetah Girls earlier today. And it's like, yeah, the words hit me, especially at this point in my life. The words hit me, but at the same time, the nostalgia of like what was and those days that you'll never get back and like the feeling that you had at that age as a kid. Like I had that CD. I remember the CD. I remember the smell of the plastic of the CD, like the nostalgia. It was doing something to me, but I think it also in some way brought me comfort. So yeah, I challenge you to do the same thing. Do something for the nostalgia. Have a great day, y'all.